Hello everyone, today I wanted to talk to you about this painting of two cows lying down in the Devon countryside. And this particular picture is called Guardians of the Valley. And as you can see, the two cattle are perched on top of a hill with some rolling English hills in the background, lots of hedge-lined fields and distant bluish hills kind of merging into the early morning sky. And this particular painting, which is 20 inches by 30 inches on canvas, painted in acrylic, was inspired by a group of cattle in a field bordering the River Exe in Devon, a really beautiful part of the countryside here in the southwest of England. And for this one I used interactive acrylic paint, and that's the type of acrylic paint which allows you to blend the paint much more easily. So we have this cow on the right with horns intact, looking at another member of its herd also with horns, and then the left-hand cow is looking off into the distance somewhere out of the picture. I think probably my favourite part of this particular painting is this sort of purpley cast shadow. And you see that hole in the shadow there? Well, that's actually due to the gap between the cow's ear and the horn. And for some reason my eye is always drawn to that. I've included some blue highlights on the right-hand side of the face and the head and chest of this animal. And that's a little bit of a kind of a characteristic style in my work. If you've looked at some of my other paintings, you'll often see blue highlights in them. And in this case, though, I've actually continued the blue into the field. So if you look, this field here, 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 and here, pretty much pure blue, which you don't typically see that in England. You generally don't have blue crops in England at all. And I've even included a bit of blue here on the field there, and here, in fact. And I've done that quite deliberately just to act as a visual link between the two cattle. The patch of blue forms a nice little bridge between the two, but also I really like the way the blue complements and contrasts with the light tan and orangey brown colours I've used on the hides of the animals. So there we go, there are my thoughts on this particular painting. As I said, this one is called Guardians of the Valley. Hope you enjoyed this little insight. If you have any questions at all, then please feel free to get in touch. If you want to look at the picture in more detail, then I'll put a link in the description, and that will take you to my website. And on the website you can actually zoom in on particular parts of the painting. So for example, if you wanted to look at a close-up of how I've applied the paint on the head of this cow, then you can zoom right in and get a look at the high-resolution image. Okay, thanks again very much for watching.